Well, welcome everybody to Hope. You can't make this up. That is what we're doing right now, isn't it? You can't make this up. All right, let's roll. We have some things to talk about today. Let's just start with this first picture. It's regarding NBC News. NBC, check this out, apologizes for not using she to describe male Minneapolis school shooter. Oh, and then check out that comment underneath there from Emilio. He says, actually, NBC should apologize for still being in existence. Ain't that the truth? So not, I mean, seriously, this guy goes and shoots kids. And NBC's apologizing for not calling a man a she. This is insanity. This is the world that we live in. And Emilio's right. NBC should apologize for still being in existence. You go, this stuff is just sick. These people are nuts. They're just nuts. Oh, and by the way, did you see Vanity Fair? Apparently there's some issue over Melania Trump possibly being on the cover of Vanity Fair or whatever that magazine is called. And people are going to walk out because they had a better first lady when Dr. Jill Biden was there. Oh, or Obama's partner, whatever. Just totally, what a crazy world. Okay, let's move through some things. For all of us who are unfortunate enough to live in California, well done, Governor Newsom. That's a good name. Check this out. Look at that. Good job, California. Not a single plastic straw. Isn't that the truth? Governor Newsom state, just think, if you live in one of the other 49 states, well, let's not count Minnesota, Oregon, Washington, or New York. Just forget about them. But if you live in one of, I think is a couple of others in there, forget about them. But just think, if he becomes president, that could be coming to a state where you live. No more plastic straws, but you can have a neighborhood that looks that nice. Thank you, Governor Newsom. And then we also recall, what was it? He's going to find the $500 billion right after he finds the $100 trillion that he lost on the train, right after he finds the 50 zillion that he lost on the homeless people, right after he finds the 87 quadrillion zillion on plastic straws or something. Yeah, he's going to run this country. Oh, it's going to be such a wonderful place. You've done a fine job there in Los Angeles. I went to Los Angeles to visit some friends and do some ministry just a couple of weeks ago. I was sorry to say it's actually worse than I thought. I was like, oh my goodness. Anyways, let's move on. Babylon Bee, I thought this was rather humorous. Check this out. Babylon Bee, justice has been served. English Bobbies race past 5 stabbings to tackle offensive social media poster. All right, one of the things that makes Babylon Bee funny is they say things that are parody, but you look at them and you go, that might just actually be true. Run past all of the people who are being stabbed by some radical Islamists that have invaded the country because somebody on social media said something like, hey, maybe you should pray for people. Maybe we should pray for abortion to stop here. Maybe we should pray that our leaders go away and we can shut the borders and have the country back again. Or just whatever, even nicer things than that. Yeah, okay. Oh, by the way, let's just move on. Here's a Palestinian fact. Here's a fact, Jack. Palestinian fact. It is a fact that there are more than enough people worldwide that support Palestine and Gaza, that if they truly put their actions in accord with their views by letting them come and stay in their spare rooms until Hamas is put down and a new home for those Palestinians can be found. And no kidding, the very fact that not one nation or group on the planet who says they support Palestine does not, only tells us that it's actually about the hatred of Israel and the Jews that's behind their words. Yeah, no kidding. France, there needs to be a two-state solution. Well, how about the Palestinians come over to where you live? That's not right. How about, Belgium now has jumped into the mix, Australia. How about all of these countries around the world? They're saying there needs to be we need to give the Palestinians a state of their own, by the way. That wasn't even, there was never even a concept of such a thing until Yasser Arafat came along, was in 1964, 1965. No, the very first people ever called Palestinians in the land of Judea and Samaria were, guess who? The Jews who lived there. Hadrian comes in 135 AD. He changes the name to Palestine. And guess who was there? He slaughtered the Jews and the ones that were still living there. He called them Palestinians. They were always known. The Jews living there were known as Palestinians until Yasser Arafat came along and flipped it, and the world bought all of the lies, and there never has been a Palestinian state. The whole thing is just an absolute bunch of nonsense. More nonsense than this jacket that I'm wearing. Stuff is just nuts, but the lies are amazing. Speaking of, hey, Germany, kudos to you for fighting back. I like this. For all our friends watching in Germany, check it out. The police have had enough. Look at that. Finally, the police are fighting back. If you look at this, they are going after the Hamas supporters. Finally, thank you for doing something about that. But I got to say, is this true? Courtesy of our friend John Prescott from the land down under. Guess what? John has posted this. Check it out. What's going on there? Sydney, notice that those are Australian flags. Sydney, Melbourne, Perth, Brisbane, they are fighting back too. This is great. Although anti-Semitism is huge in Germany, also in Australia, it's good to see. Is there an uprising? We're also watching this in different parts of the UK. Listen, people are fighting back. We're watching the clash of civilizations. John also, courtesy of John Prescott from the land down under. Thank you, John. There's this one too, shows Ireland. We already talked about Germany, France, Poland, a couple of other of the nations over there in Europe are fighting back. Listen, as I mentioned, we are watching, or are we watching, the clash of civilizations. People are getting sick and tired of their globalist leaders. They know, listen, Egypt, Egypt, by the way, doesn't want the Palestinians coming to their town, to their country, to their nation. You want to know why? Because they know that they will destroy it. So you start letting all these Hamas supporters into your country. People are waking up. Will America wake up? America's going the same. They're like just a little bit behind Europe. Makes you wonder, are we going to wake up? How many people want to bring in Governor Gruesome Newsom to run the country? Probably have Obama as a sidekick. And who knows, AOC, what's her name? Elad Shamar or Rama or what? I can't even think of what her name is anymore. What wicked people. Tampon Tim out of Minnesota. These people are running things. All right. But with that, as you look at this and you start thinking, are we watching a clash of civilizations? People have had enough. Are we watching a massive civil war taking place in different parts of the world? Remember, Jesus said in Matthew chapter 24, lawlessness will abound and the love of many will grow cold. Friends, the love of many is growing cold. Lawlessness is abounding. It kind of makes you think that there is a master plan behind this to stir up lawlessness, push against people so hard that they finally take to the streets. Why? So you can bring about lockdowns, you can start controlling all of the masses, you can say we're going to bring peace by oppressing the masses of the people. Kind of makes you wonder if that is the direction and that is the plan all along. Moving on from there, let's talk a little bit about this. This is regarding Hamas killing people because they wanted some food. Check it out. This is true.
Hamas executed 4 people today, 3 men and a woman, for the crime of accepting food aid from the GHF. I support the people who gave them the food. if you support the people who murdered them for eating, perhaps you need to think about that, because my moral conscience is clear. I'm consistent and I'm clear, and I am not in any way conflicted about my morals. I don't support monsters. Perhaps if you do, you need to have a think about why.
All right, so, I mean, listen, these are just simple facts. But we live in a world where facts don't matter. Hamas shoots Palestinians that come to get food that Israel brings to them. They won't let them have them. And what does the media all over the Western world do? They report that Israel is starving them to death. Remember those liars that were all over the place that were saying the IDF was shooting teenagers who were going to get food. I actually watched videos where these liars said that. It was all over the mainstream media here in America. It was a lie. Hamas was doing it just like there. So what they do, because they want food, let's shoot them. And then we'll blame it all on Israel. Evil. Well, let's not stop here. Guess what? Greta Thunberg. Wow, will she ever go away? Someday, I don't know. Greta's flotilla faces storms, drone surveillance on mission against Gaza blockade. Participants in the global Sumud flotilla stated in an Instagram video that approximately 90 nautical miles from the island of Menorca, they detected the first drones. It's really kind of funny. Listen to this. Organizers and participants of the global Sumud flotilla, or however you say it, claim that drones flew over their vessels and surveyed them on Tuesday night as they sailed to attempt to break the Israeli blockade around Gaza. We're gonna join whatever they can do. So the committee organizer, Yasmin Nakar, said in an Instagram video that around 90 nautical miles from the island of detected first drones. Each vessel in the flotilla had a drone flying above them, according to Car's assessment, surveilling the group of ships that had embarked from Barcelona on Monday after a storm caused them some problems. In the June blockade run, climate activist, remember, Greta Thunberg, panicked when her ship, the Madeleine, was approached by Greek Coast Guard drones. And in May, the Freedom Flotilla Coalition claimed that one of their vessels was attacked by a drone off the shores of Malta. The flotilla of dozens of ships has faced difficulties beyond its initial embarking in Barcelona. Crew members complained about rough waters. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear about all of that. Got knocked out communications. It then goes on, and they even have somebody complaining and saying, you know what, this is just absolutely awful. There needs to be something done about drones surveilling us. That is just not fair. I mean, seriously, what the heck do you think people are going to do? You're saying that we're going to go over there and we're going to start all kinds of problems for the nation of Israel. And do you think you're not going to, do you think, I mean, you're doing it for attention. You're doing it so you will be watched. Hello? And then you're being watched. Oh no, we're being, you're liars. That's why. You're all a bunch of liars. Well, let's not stop here because there's a lot more fun where this comes from. This is regarding the video of it. This is regarding the flotilla. The video. Kind of humorous. This lady, you got to listen to what this lady says in here. I mean, this is definitely, you got to be kidding me. Is this lady for real? Does she have any brain cells in there? Let's watch what she has to say.
The Israelis have said, if you try and get into our waters or even the waters around Gaza, we will arrest you. And this time, you're going to go to some prisons that you may not want to stay and you won't be quickly deported. Is that legitimate? Is that justifiable?
Well, in a few hours' time, I will be flying from Manchester to Tunisia and I am joining the flotilla. Mm-hmm. And furthermore, Italian dock workers have said, if Israel touches one boat in this flotilla, which is going to have hundreds of boats, by the way, if Israel touches one, they will shut down all of Europe. This is called solidarity, international community coming together for the people of Palestine. Israel is going to get so spanked, which is why it's accelerating its genocidal behaviour.
I would genocide. We haven't got time for all of that nonsense. Do you think that the Israelis should let Greta and her mates arrive in Gaza and maybe leave them in Gaza?
Well, I will be on that flotilla. And if I'm left in Gaza, I won't be afraid, other than for the Israelis.
That is funny. The host asking the question was hilarious. We don't got time for that nonsense. Okay. Do you think they should just leave Greta and friends in Gaza? I'm not going to be afraid of those Israelis. I say, hello, let's leave them in Gaza and enjoy it. Enjoy it. They'll be quite the distraction. How much of a distraction will they be? Well, found this video clip of what some Muslims actually think of Greta. Watch this one.
هلا عبود هلا عبود هلا يا ساتر يا ساتر.
Anyways, I mean, this stuff is just totally nuts, crazier than this gold jacket I am wearing. I tell you, what a world that we have. All right, well, let's watch what happens with the attempt to burn the Israeli flags that are apparently non-flammable. Wow, it's kind of humorous. Check it out.
نعم نعم للمقاومة نعم نعم للمقاومة نعم نعم للمقاومة نعم نعم للمقاومة تنظر إلى الصورة للسيد الشهيد شو تقول له؟ تقول له هاو جدك صابر ومرحبا ولادي طلاب هاو جدك صابر.
That's great. I like that. All right. Hey, this next one, I do want to thank. Oh, no, wait. All right. I said I'm going to try and do a Why Women Live Longer video, maybe once a week, a little short one for you. So we have one of those. Check it out. Why women live longer than men.
Ergo, te vas a acudir algo bonito, viejo. Ay, Dios santo. ¡Ah! A la verga, compa. No, mo.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Ingato.
Why women live longer than men. So I do think we should do a segment, just a little short video like that every week to add to your fun, because there's some interesting stuff out there. Yeah. Anyways, so check this out. This next video is from Alexis in Idaho. Alexis, thank you very much. We will send you, you can't make this up, shirt, hat, coffee cup, something like that. Thank you, Alexis. Watch this video, and this guy deserves a whooping. This is great.
One thing I've learned in life is that you don't fuck with bus drivers, and when you do fuck with them, you're going to open the gates of hell, you're going to unleash the beast, and you'll find yourself on the receiving end of a McKnuckle sandwich buffet, licks that hand, and booyah, gets back to work. Now the idiot has summer teeth, some are there, some are gone, and of course he'll probably be drinking Hot Pockets out of a blender through a straw for the next 6 months. So
I was going to show the rest of it. It's long. But I like that. He's gonna the kid that gets beat up by the bus driver gonna be drinking Hot Pockets from a blender out of a straw. Maybe I'll save the rest of the videos for another time. Thank you, Alexis from Idaho. We will be shipping you something. I just don't know what it's gonna be yet. But let's see. Let's get on. Are you, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? Are you ready? Oh, don't forget, join us in Texas. Got the Texas conference coming up. I forgot to tell you about that. Listen, the live stream is going to be over the top. It includes not only all of the speakers that are going to be there, check it out at the website, but also we have, which will also be, we're developing new banners so you can see everything on it. We have our 4 Israeli guests who will be joining us via streaming. Chaim Mailspin, we believe, is going to be joining us from Gaza. We have Roddy Harrell from the Old City, also Edom Pincus joining us from the Old City, and Josh Waller from the Israel guys also, along with all of the conference messages from Santa Barbara. So we're going to do a full-on live stream, and then after the event is over, if you purchase the live stream package, you will get a permanent video package that includes all of Texas, plus the Shabbat dinner, Q&A, plus the entire conference that we had in Santa Barbara just a few weeks back. It's all part of one package. It's great. So it's two conferences. James Cadiz was at Santa Barbara. Fantastic message. Pastor Brendan Holthouse, David Tao, James Panfino, myself in Texas. It's everybody that I mentioned already, plus from Iran Alive, Dr. Hermos Shariat, Dr. Andy Woods is going to be joining us, Olivier Melnick, Pete Garcia, and I know I'm missing somebody else, but I can't remember who it is. Well, certainly, who is the other person? I'm missing somebody. Oh, Eric Stackelbeck. Oh, and even John Howler's going to join us. Man, it's a big lineup. So it's two conferences, and it's going to be a permanent package after the event is over. But for the live stream, you get all of this and more. Pretty cool, huh? All right. Are you ready for the tip of the week? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, what is tip of the week? I haven't seen it yet. I hope it's good. What was a good one? Let's see what this is. Don't let pesky roofs and ceilings keep you from the loving arms of your Lord. Get a rapture hatch. That's a good one. Now that is funny. And for you, all you out there who think that Pastor Tom is just so mean, he's making fun of people who believe in the rapture. I believe in the rapture. That is funny though. I teach on the rapture. I have entire messages on the rapture. I just don't think you need a rapture hatch. I'm just, kind of guessing that you don't need a rapture hatch. That's all I'm saying. Look, thank you. And it's just, look, you got to be able to poke fun at yourself too, right? Right? Do you remember the one? Maybe you guys have been around long enough or you've been following Bible prophecy. This guy many years ago, he was doing insurance policies for Christians like me who believe in the rapture, but I never signed up for this one. He said, I'll give you an insurance policy that after the rapture, I will take, he was atheist, right? He said, I'm an atheist. I don't believe in the rapture. After the rapture, I will take care of your pets, your dogs, your cats, your parakeets, whatever. I'll take care of them. People were signing up, giving this guy money. I mean, seriously, really? And some of you are right now thinking, that sounds like a good business deal. I'll have to tell my atheist brother-in-law about that one. He should do it because he's going to be left behind. Anyways, God bless you guys. See you later.